Hi everyone, welcome to the new episode of Peter's English Podcast. In this episode, I want to talk with you about DSS, Eichmann, Heydrich, and Gestapo. We can start right now. DSA, they were called uh, brown shirts. They were Nazis group paramilitary organization wing, and they wanted to fight against their enemies in the streets. They wanted to to scare their opponents, and they wanted to help Adolf Hitler to get more power. The SS were created as at first as the protection. The SS were secret organization. They were trained. They were loyal to Nazi ideology, and they created a lot of crimes during the World War II. They were managing concentration camps, and they were managing uh, 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 the life in the Nazi state. In 1934, Hitler wanted to destroy SA because Ernst Röhm were thinking that he could be the most the strongest man in the German army, and Adolf Hitler wanted to use German army for protecting his Nazi state. In the during the night of long knives in June 1944, Hitler destroyed the SA led by Ernst Röhm. He killed Ernst Röhm, and it was the end of the SA. Gestapo, secret state police, was creating in 1943 by Hermann Goering. Later was led by the SS. Gestapo Gestapo wanted to find enemies. They wanted to use the Nazi ideology to control everything in the Nazi state, and they wanted to terrorize, and they wanted to terrorize, and they wanted to scare people because they wanted to have power. Gestapo could do everything in the Nazi state. Nobody can. Nobody could control Gestapo. Gestapo has was very strong, and Gestapo could do everything in the state. They could catch everyone. They could talk with everyone, and they could and everyone could go to prison with in any time. The SS, led by Heinrich Himmler, were very dangerous. Heinrich Himmler uh, was thinking that Nazi ideology is the best ideology in the world, and he created a very strong organization from the SS. The SS was very strong tool to create the to it was a very strong tool for terrorizing for scaring citizens for they creating they creating they were managing concentration camps, and they killed a lot of people. They wanted it was a very elite group for people. They had Aryan race. Joseph Mengele was famous as the angel of death. He was a member of SS, and he was working as a doctor in concentration camp Auschwitz-Birkenau. He was very famous for his inhuman the doctor's experiments on twins, children, and people with they had they had problems with his moving. His experiments doesn't have any was very dangerous, and he killed a lot of people. After the war, he went to South America. The SS were more dangerous than SA because SS were elite group. They were they were thinking that Nazi ideology is the best in the world. They were managing concentration and extermination camps. They were they killed a lot of people, and they killed and they were creating a lot systematic murders. The life in Nazi Germany was very hard and very dangerous because Gestapo were creating the atmosphere of fear. Everyone was very scared, and everyone could tell Gestapo about everyone, and it and people was very scared, and I and people couldn't do the truth about Nazi Germany because they could be killed in the concentration camps. After the war, the SR, the SS, and Gestapo were 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 criminals uh, and their leaders were killed because they do things that was very dark in the human history. Adolf Eichmann was a high officer of SS. He was one from organizers of Holocaust. He was working uh, as the leader for Jews in the office, in the Nazi office. He was coordinating massing deportations Jews to concentration and extermination camp in the whole Europe. He was famous as architect of Holocaust. After the war, Adolf Eichmann went to Argentina. His name was in Argentina was Ricardo Clement, but Israel's secret organization Mossad find him in 1960, and he went with Mossad to Israel, and Adolf Eichmann went with Mossad to Israel, and Israel shot everyone. His crimes against humanity, and then he was killed. Reinhard Heydrich was a very important member of Nazi ideology, of Nazi states, and he was one of the main architects of Holocaust. He was very dangerous man, and in 1942 was killed thanks to Czech people, Jan Kubiš and Josef Gabčík. In this operation was called Anthropoid, and this operation was organized by Czechoslovak government in exile. After the killing, Reinhard Heydrich, who was very dangerous man who wanted to do a lot of dark things in Czechoslovakia, a Nazi regime has done a very brutal bad things in Czechia. They killed everyone in the town Lidice. And now I want to end my podcast, and I want to tell you bye bye.